In today's video, we are talking about Joey and Kevin's litter of mini Goldendoodles. They're 4.5 weeks old. So as you can see, they are absolutely gorgeous, and I'm just so excited to get them out and show them off. They've already started eating food. They're doing fantastic. We went outside a few times, but we're really gonna start in the next day or two going outside every couple hours, learning that is the place to potty. Mom is gonna get pulled out. She's gonna get her grooming, whole like spa day, bath, blow dry, clean up, trim up, all of that. She's gonna start staying out with us, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna only let her go in a few times a day. We've got to start the weaning process. They're eating food good. They love food, but we've got a lot of learning we've got to do now. So let's go ahead and start with the first puppy and get him out and show him off, because I am just so excited to show them to you, because I am just blown away by how precious they are. So here is Miss Pink. So we always start with our first puppy that was born first. We try to go in order of the birthing, but isn't she stunning? So we're kind of in a predicament. So the family that has first pick of the females, of course there's only 2 females. We've got Pink and Purple. They really love her. They love her because of her looks. You know, they didn't want a whole lot of white. They already have a puppy that they had purchased from us before, and they love her. Now they did want one that was like the 30 to 35 pound range, and I don't know. So dad is like an 18 pound, 17, 18. Now he's thin. And then mom is 26, 27, maybe 28, but right in that range. And she's the smallest girl. So she was right at 2 pounds at 4 weeks old. So I'm going by our weights that we did on Sunday. Today's Wednesday, and our pictures are going to be from Sunday too. But she's the smallest. She's 2 pounds. And then we've got our others. It's 2 pounds, 4 ounces, 2 pounds, 5, 2 pounds, 7, 2 pounds, 10. You know, that kind of range. So she's the smallest. So our purple girl is 2 pounds, 7 ounces. I don't think that she is exactly like this little tiny petite thing. I don't think she's going to be anything like a Chihuahua or a Yorkie, nothing small. Even Kevin, being 17 pounds, which is her dad, is very athletic. He lives on a farm. He's out running, all of that stuff. And I don't think that she'll be as small as him. But I don't think that she's going to be above 25 pounds either. So we're going to have to see what they decide. She is gorgeous, though. Look at that chin. So cute. So this spot on top of the head is very pretty. It will grow out, though, more than likely. When we have that, usually after the first haircut or 2, once it gets cut, it grows out. I don't know why. We've got white on our back feet. But we've got that white chest, not super big. You're a pretty girl, Miss Pink. Very, very sweet. This whole litter is just so sweet. Of course, teeth are not coming in yet, but her bite looks good as of right now. And I'm just going to show bites off because it's always fun to see what they do. And just to kind of have a heads up. All right, pretty girl. Let's go get Mr. Blue. Our first boy born, which is our second puppy, is Mr. Blue. So he kind of is a lot like Miss Pink, just a dark coat. A little bit of white on the chin, some on the chest, not a whole lot of white though. A little bit on our back feet. Very sweet boy. So this whole litter, as you can see right here, are very happy with still being around mom. Mom goes in, they're just super excited. They want to eat. A lot of times she is just willing to stand for them. It's kind of funny because in the afternoons when I go in and like do my nightly check and check on everybody before turning the lights out, she's normally in their lane with them, which most of our mamas do that. So I think it's very cute just to see that mom is a very good mom, very loving to these puppies, and I think it makes a big difference when you have puppies that are so easy just to be in your hands and, you know, super relaxed and stuff when they have moms like this. This is what makes me very happy to have really good moms. And of course they're Dave babies, not these babies, but our mamas are Dave offspring, so just super excited about all that. Like he feels like he's falling asleep in my hands. Just super relaxed. Everybody's very happy. What do you think, mister? So sweet. I didn't show Miss Pink, but she allows it too. But everybody's just like, see my hands? Very sweet. Very sweet to be held. What do you think, darling? But this is Mr. Blue. Bite looks good as of right now. Perfect. So we are a little early, but we do like, and I know it's kind of weird, but as a breeder, if you don't want testicles to be retained, a lot of times if you go ahead and start feeling if they're there and pulling them down, it can help bring them down. So he does have both testicles, which I can feel. All right, let's go get Miss Purple. So here is Miss Purple. So this is the other female. So there's Pink and Purple are the only two in this litter. So she does have white on her. She is a mild tuxedo. You know, we do like the white to come a little bit more between the eyes to stay there. As she grows, these two actually will, this white in between the eyes will probably separate. Well, it will separate. And then of course she doesn't have white on this side of her snout, which I just think makes her very unique. Do got a big white chest though. White on underneath the chin a lot, on our feet and our back feet, and our tip of the tail. If you can tell that she has actually darkened quite a bit from early on, and she will continue to darken. So that is, what you doing that ear? Are you listening to me? That's the Rufus gene. So when they have that highlighted where it looks like there's like almost like a dirty blonde, you know, we've got, you know, some highlights in there, then they darken. She will be as dark as her siblings. It's just, and it's cool. It's going to be very unique to kind of watch her grow. It's just, it's the way it is with some puppies that have that Rufus gene that have more white than the others. So her front paws really shouldn't be kind of that tingy, just because you can tell the top of her nose too. It's just saliva staining from sucking on mom, and that happens to some. But you can see her back feet. So I told you that I would talk about it in another video. So Dad, he doesn't have white, which you can't see it, but genetically he carries the roan gene. So I don't know if you've seen like roan horses or German short hair pointers. You know, some of those are roan. Australian cattle dogs, they're roan. Well, so we have the roan in these litters, and because Kevin carries it. So we actually didn't know until, you know, we got him from Alaska, from a breeder in Alaska, and she didn't know. One of his parents had to have carried it. But as we got his results back from DNA, it's shown that he carried it, which makes me super excited because I would love some red roan party. So obviously these are party carriers. So we see that he is producing some that carry the roan, and we actually kept Darcy, one of his offspring, so Poppy and Kevin, that she was a roan minimal tuxedo, kind of like this, and we're gonna breed her with Mac or Lawrence, which is Mac's son, to produce some parties, hopefully, that are roan. So we hope to kind of get that in our lines where we've got parties like that. But anyways, besides the point. So it's like underneath of this white is the red color. Like I said, here, it is here too, but it is a little bit more tingy just because of saliva staining from sucking on mom. But it usually just shows in their feet on these puppies, like the white on their chest and their face, it usually doesn't show in. But I thought that was kind of cool. So she has the roan gene as well. But this is Miss Purple. So as of picking puppies, so someone does have first pick of the females. They really love pink, but they did want bigger. She is 2 pounds, 7.1 ounces. If I forget to do the weights of some puppies, I'll have it all in the description. I'll type it out, and that'll kind of help too. So if you're interested in seeing what the weights are, they'll be listed in the description. But it'll be interesting to see which one they want to pick. If they want bigger, and they can kind of go against the look because, you know, which she does have white. So if they're looking for more of a solid, you know, pink is the one for them. Both of them are going to be super exciting, though, with just good temperaments and stuff. She is funny, though. Sometimes when I go in there, when she sees me, she'll, like, put her paw up and be, like, kind of doing like that. I'll try to see if I can get some on video. She's very sweet. All of them are very sweet. But this is Miss Purple. So let's go ahead and get the next puppy. Oh, and I was walking away, and I don't know if I showed off the teeth. I don't know. I'll have to look back and see. If I didn't, then I'll post this part. But her teeth look good as of now. So I don't know if I showed that part, but that's it for Miss Purple. So here is Mr. Green. So he's the largest puppy in the litter so far. So he's 2 pounds, 10.1 ounces. So Mr. Brown, which is the last puppy, he's 2 pounds, 9 ounces. So not far behind him, but when I was trying to wipe his face, because everybody kind of has wet faces right now from mom being in and out and sucking off of her, he's like grunting, and you pick him up and his belly's pretty full, so he's an eater, that is for sure. This is Mr. Green. Teeth look good as of right now. I mean, it looks perfect. So we do have someone that has first pick of 3 boys in this litter for a therapy dog. So we're going to be focusing on, obviously, you know, a puppy that is very confident, you know, doesn't have any nervousness, food motivated for training, that type of thing. So we are excited. We've got Mr. Green, Mr. Red, and Mr. Brown that are the ones that they have listed to pick between. And I actually spoke to the trainer this morning, which I'm super excited about. And, you know, got an idea of what we're looking for, mainly just for emotional support kind of thing, but gonna want the dog to be able to go places with her, kind of just for comfort and stuff like that. So very excited. We need a puppy that's very confident, food motivated, just very well-rounded puppy for training, but not too hyper, not nothing like that, which we don't really run into a whole lot of them. And you see he's sleeping in my hand right now. So we don't know if it will be him. We know that he is one of them that they're going to be choosing from. What do you think, Mr. Green? Huh? But, all right, let's put him on his back. And if there's any other puppies that's still available in the litter that are going to seem that might work better, then we could always have those as options too. So we do puppy pick at 6 weeks old after the vet exam. So 2 weeks from yesterday is when we're going to be going to the vet. So that's when we are going to be focusing on, picking which puppy's going to be theirs. But this is Mr. Green. Then we got Mr. Red next, and he's one of the options too. So let's go grab him. Here's our tuxedo boy, Mr. Red. So his nose is speckled as of right now. The mom to the daughter that is getting the boy for therapy does not want a spotted nose, but I do have confidence though that his will probably fill in. So when I've had puppies that have had noses that still had pink spots called like the bubblegum nose, when they're adults, usually have still almost pink noses when they're like 6 or 7 weeks old. So I just don't know. I can't be confident just because we just don't know. But most of the time now, if we've got our puppies that have a whole lot of white on them, if they've got a whole lot of white, then like on their face and stuff, sometimes they have a more chance of having the bubblegum nose because there's lack of pigment. So I just don't know. I don't know yet. But he's a very sweet boy. I do know from a very, very young age that the family could see on camera, because we have a live feed that the families can watch, that he was up and moving a lot more than the others. So they're worried that he might be more active. I don't really see that as of yet. He might be a little bit more whiny, as you could just hear him being, a little whiny, but we're doing a lot of handling, trying to get that out of him. So we'll just have to see, we'll just have to see. And it's not whiny, but it's just kind of uncertainty. That's their way of talking. So, but teeth look good. So like I said with our purple girl, so this line will, disappear. It will break apart, but we've still got white on top of the head. We've got the full snout. We've got all the way down the neck. We've got the chest, except for that part, which I think is so super cute. I know, I hear you, baby. So we've got our feet. We've got our back feet. We've got tip of the tail. Look. So he will darken just like Miss Purple. He will darken like the others. I know, darling. So as you can tell with the hair kind of going in front of their eyes, I haven't trimmed any of their hair yet. So what I will do, probably by the time we do 5-week-old pictures, which will be by Sunday, Saturday, Sunday-ish, I will trim them up. So we're going to trim the eyes. We're going to trim the feet hair. You can see it starting to get, kind of Mr. Grinchy with our feet. We're going to do nails again. We're going to shave our pads underneath. I don't know if you can see all that hair that's growing under the pads. And I will try to get that on video. I don't know if I will, because sometimes when I'm just doing stuff by myself, it's just, usually I'm in my PJ still, tank top and shorts, and just, kind of doing my own thing with headphones in, just, making it easy for us and the puppies. This is Mr. Red. Our next puppy is Mr. Black, and he's our only curly puppy in this litter, so let's go get him. So here is Mr. Black coming in at 2 pounds, 4.3 ounces. He is the smallest boy. So he's not the smallest puppy because Miss Pink is, but he's the second smallest, but he's the smallest boy. And he's curly coated. So as you can see, his forehead, he looks like he has ripples on it where it doesn't look straight. So it doesn't mean that he's any more hypoallergenic than our other puppies, because just because they have more of straight to wavy hair does not mean that, they're less hypoallergenic. They all have 2 furnishing genes. because of the parents. And that's kind of exciting that we can know that this litter is non-shedding, no matter if they're curly or, you know, straight or wavy. Each puppy had a 25% chance of being curly, and he's the only one who got it. Very cute though. Super dark. So we've got a little bit of white on our back toes, a little bit on some of our front toes. We do have some white on our chest, a little bit on our chin. Teeth look good. He's a very sweet boy, just very quiet, kind of does his own thing as of right now. It's kind of fun to kind of watch him start blooming. Some take a little bit, you know, longer than others. He is not timid at all, so nothing about being scared. It's just kind of like, okay, what's going on? We're going to see a lot of their personalities kind of immerse in this next week when we start like going outside and doing all that stuff, because the world is getting bigger for them. So it's definitely going to be fun. What do you think, darling? This is Mr. Black. He is available as of right now. No one has reserved him. So if you're interested, let me know. But Mr. Brown is our last puppy, and he is one of the 3 that is in the picking for the therapy dog. So let me go ahead and grab him. Last but not least is Mr. Brown. So he's 2 pounds, 9 ounces. And he's very sweet. Everybody's very sweet. He has a good bite. He's like, what you got? You got something for me to eat? You got something for me to eat? But he has white chest, little bit of white on the chin, but I don't know how much that'll count. Little bit on our toes, but again, I don't know how much that'll count. So he's gonna be more of a solid dark red with a white chest. What do you think, mister? Very sweet though. Good eater. Everybody is actually very chunky, which I'm very happy about. You know, sometimes we'll get litters that we have to introduce food early. Joey's puppies, we, you know, started food right at 4 weeks. Everybody is good. Everybody, I don't know if you can tell, but we're not thin puppies. Sometimes we do have thinner puppies because either of the number and mom's size or, you know, something like that. I will say that Miss Joey, she's getting on the thinner side, so she's going to be very happy to kind of start keeping in some of those calories instead of them getting pulled from her. This sweet boy. But everybody, I didn't show on some of the boys here on camera, but everybody's testicles are there. All of that fun stuff. You want to say hi? Oh, that shows your belly a little bit better, your chest. Maybe I should start trying to hold them like this. You can see what their chest looks like. All right, so this is Mr. Brown. Next video I'm gonna show of them first eating their food when I introduced it. They're cleaning their bowl now, so not really much to see, but I think I'm gonna get this video posted before we change their area to a bigger area where they don't actually have the square pool. They've got larger grates in the back, kind of our grown-up area. But that'll probably be for next video. Because we do have a lot coming up this week, but I'll try to video some stuff so I can, once I get next week's video together, I hope to have it in there. All right, Mr. Brown, let's go back. And everybody's actually very sleepy, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit more video of them too, just because they're so dang cute. Well, good morning, guys. I got y'all something. I think y'all are probably very hungry. Yeah. Look, guys. Oh, we like it. Good job, puppies. Very happy to see. Good job, puppers. Look at you. You can't be in the bowl. I think first mealtime is a success. They're 4 weeks old today. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing this litter of puppies at 4.5 weeks old. I know I've loved to show them off because they are just precious. So again, this is Joey and Kevin's litter of small mini Goldendoodles. If you have any interest in them, let me know. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe link. Give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. It really helps our channel out, and we'll see you next time. Bye.